we're here to talk about your appearance on the new Food Network show with Duff Goldman. Could you tell me a little bit about what makes Duff's Mega Cakes unique and why you chose to join this competition?
I think it just a little bit is not enough for describe all the involved in this show. This is something really huge, something spectacular. I think it is the best opportunity for show oral skills on TV, and the worldwide can see what we can do because it's a really good opportunity to create something mega, something spectacular, something amazing. So this is really, really a good opportunity.
And you are no stranger to baking and culinary competitions. You've had great success. So when Food Network approached you about this, what talents do you have that you believe you can showcase in this particular competition?
I think the vision because I'm an architect, so the way that I can just mix the architecture with the baking is really particular. So I think they give me like different point of vision for this type of competitions.
And for people who maybe are a little unfamiliar with what the term architecture means in the cake world, could you give them a simple primer to kind of better understand that?
Easy before the build cake, I build houses, and this this is really simple. I just change all the construction material for baking materials, and I'm build house now. I don't build house. I build cakes.
Well, the cakes that I've seen, especially on your social media, are extraordinary. Where do you kind of draw inspiration from when you're coming up with these uber creative ideas?
I think inspiration can come from somewhere. Always, when you're looking around, when you're an architect, you have like a different vision, and you see all single details and everything. And they give me the right inspiration to create all these amazing cakes.
Well, and I believe that the episode that you are on with this Duff competition, it involves ocean predators. Am I correct on that?
Yes, that's correct. We are
So
working on the ocean predators.
So when thinking about that, we know Jaws is a popular topic this summer and Shark Week and everything else. So when they gave you this concept, what were you hoping to kind of convey in the cake that you created?
Yes, I think we flip the concept because we don't use the usual that people do. I mean, we work with ocean predators, but we do it with a different point because we are thinking a deep sea. So we try working with different creatures that we usually see in the ocean, and I think that's beautiful.
Well, and thinking about that, I believe one of the elements that is required for this particular competition is a floating element. So, could you explain what that is and why that is so important to creating these fabulous cakes that have great movement?
Sure. What they require is something floating, so that means nothing underneath. And when I work with the architectural vision, it's easier to work thinking in the structure and the armature. So our plan is make something amazing floating inside of the deep sea.
So, like as most people at home who watch these programs were awed and impressed by everything. But maybe there are a few tips or tricks that the home baker could do to kind of make their cakes a little more special. Could you
Just
share
follow,
some?
yeah, just follow your dreams and your passion because you need keep and try it. Sometimes you can fall out, but something can make you like trust in you. So always keep working and you like and you love and you can find your passion everywhere.
Well, you are very passionate about these cakes, and I've seen some of your creations. Do you have a particular theme that really makes you excited to showcase?
Yeah, the cartoony. I love cartoony cakes. I think they describe my style like clear, but also realistic cake. That's why this theme of the ocean predator is like perfect for us because we are hyper realistic artists. So we try to recreate something that comes from National Geographic. That's
Well,
our goal.
and one of the you're working with the team, but you're also going against Duff, which he's a
Yes.
very a creative and unique pastry chef as well as savory chef. So, what were you hoping to do to kind of set yourself apart from something that maybe you thought he could create?
We need to go with everything. It's a big Duff Goldman. It's the big Duff Goldman right there. So we need to go with everything. We don't have any chance to fail because he's really good. He's really creative. So we need to be prepared for everything.
And my understanding is this competition was happened in a finite amount of time, only a couple of days. Is that something normal in the pastry world where you only have like 4 days to create one of these monstrosities?
Mhm. That never happened before. I think it's not any show that can be compared with this one because usually all the shows that I made before is just like 4 or 6 hours by day. But that one is 4 full days working in just one masterpiece. This is very unique.
So how did you kind of handle all the pressure of that? Because it's not just, being technically correct, but it's also having the stamina to make sure that you get everything done.
I think you need trust in all your skills and your partner. When you work by team, you need really, really trust in your partners. That's the key for the success.
And you have two other pastry chefs that are working with you. How did you kind of balance the tasks that happened for this competition?
Before they pick my before they chose my teammates, it's easier because I found whatever I miss in this competition. I have Jujar, he's really good with flavors and with schedules, and also have Timmy, he's really creative and also really good with structure. So we have the good combination, perfect for get the perfect cake with this show.
And what did you take away from this competition that maybe you apply in your own pastry world now? Were there certain tips or tricks that you kind of figured out so that when people see your cakes now, you have something to wow them?
You need always you need a plan B because in this type of competition and these shows, the plan B is the key because you never know what can be happen in real TV. The time is exactly the time that you see in TV. We don't have another channel, so we need to have always a plan B in mind.
So do you have to invoke a plan B often when you're making your own cakes for someone special?
I mean, when we work at house and my home, I have like a lot extra time just in case you have any mistake. But in TV, you don't have any chance for another chance.
Well, you mentioned earlier that you really like cartoon cakes. I saw a couple of the ones that you do are Disney themed, which
Yeah,
seems fitting for you. So which of those kind of cartoon characters kind of really resonate with you?
I love everything about cartooning. Any cartoonic character, I really love to recreate it. I like how make all these cartoons come to the life. I like make the movement, the organic shapes, everything like that. I really love them.
And for maybe someone who wants to get into this idea of realistic cakes, making these grand visuals, what advice would you give them to kind of stoke their passion?
It's very different. When you work with realistic cakes, you need to be like really, really careful with the details. So I think the way that you can have like something to recreate or reply is really, really hard, but at the same time, it's really fun.
And so, you're on this very popular show, Food Network show for the summer, and you were successful in several others. Are you looking to go back to more competitions?
Always, I'm always ready to compete. I love compete.
And for anyone who would like to see, some of your own personal creations outside of that, where can we find you?
Excuse me, can you say again?
Oh, where if we would like to see some of your own creations
Oh,
outside of the competition, where can we see them and could we potentially order one for ourselves?
you can find my work in social media on Instagram as Masterbaker FL and also on my website, masterbakerfl.com. You can find everything about my creation, all that I do, all my projects, all my shows, everything is just there.